Shalom Israel, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakodash, the one the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect, pushing the word across the four corners of the earth, risking your life to do so. And yeah, we're in these times. We're in these times, Aki. You have a lot of Israelites playing games, going back into the world. Which we know the hireling fleeth when it sees the wolf. Yeah, we're in the season of that wolf coming. And what it say? Be not deceived. We're in the times. This is 2nd Esdras 14 and 10. For the world has lost her youth. For the world has lost his youth, and the times begin to wax old. For the world is divided into 12 parts, and these are talking about different times. All right, so how can the earth get old after just a couple of thousand years? Because of wickedness. Wickedness pollutes the earth. It causes it to wax old, just like us, man. We're in these vile scriptures talk about that vile flesh, right? This corruptible ass flesh, and the scriptures talk about, the way of righteousness basically produces life. The way of the flesh, the way of this world produces death, right? And pollution. And that's through a spiritual sense, then through a physical sense, which the two go hand in hand. This body breaks down, right? Yeah. Whatever process goes on, which ultimately the Heavenly Father sets the lifespan for you. But, that's why you got to continue with these antioxidants, continue with the herbs, which at the end of the day, the elect is going to receive new bodies anyway. But you have to maintain what you have to the best of your ability. All right, the scriptures talk about that. Better is death than a continual state of sickness. All right, but back to verse 11, it says, for the world is divided into 12 parts, so 12,000 years, and the 10 parts of it are gone already in half of a 10th part. All right, and this is the time of Esdras, right? So Esdras was about, because we know, of course, it took the Heavenly Father through the Alahayim. It took him about 7,000 years, 6,000 years of creation, and then 1,000 years of rest for the Alahayim. All right. Then you have, like it says, 10 parts of it are gone, and half of a 10th part. Esdras was on the scene about 400 something. About to 500 something odd years. And we go off of estimates. 400 something to 500, about 500 something years BC, right? And then 500 years later comes Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, 2nd Esdras 7 and 26. Behold, Esdras had a heavy lot, and I was reading through it. He did a lot of fasting too. All right, fasting is a key. Fasting is a key, Akim. 2nd Esdras 7 and 26. It says, behold, the time shall come that these tokens which I have told thee shall come to pass, and the bride shall appear, and she coming forth shall be seen. Now that now is withdrawn from the earth, and that's talking about the elect. And whosoever is delivered from the foresaid evils, so the deliverance of the elect to become in rulership, to become, coordinated in rulership, has been spoken of from the beginning. Shall see my wonders, For my son Yahushua shall be revealed with those that be with him, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years. All right, so about 400 years after Esdras, Yahushua came onto the scene. After these years shall my son Hamashiach die, and all men that have life. And basically, when you look at after the events of Yahushua, the different apostles who were all crucified, save for John of Patmos, which with John of Patmos, he was put on the island of Patmos by Domitian. You know, second Esdras 12, I believe. Domitian was one of the three heads of that wicked bird, the last triumvirate. And then when Domitian dies, then the 5 good Caesars come in. Basically, the Roman Empire, the pagan Roman Empire, is over at that point. Then the good Caesars are established. All right, and the world shall be turned into the old silence 7 days, like as in the former judgments, so that no man shall remain. And after 7 days, the world that yet awaketh shall not be raised up, and that shall die, that is corrupt. And the earth shall restore those that are asleep in her, and that's what's going on in Ezekiel 37. And so shall the dust, those that dwell in silence, in the secret places shall deliver those souls that were committed unto her. And the Most High shall appear upon the seat of judgment, so the end. We're in the time of the end of the end of the end. And the misery shall pass away, and the long suffering shall have an end. All right, but judgment only shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong. The whole earth is going to believe on the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. Every tongue is going to confess. And the work shall follow, and the reward shall be showed. The good deeds shall be of force, and wicked deeds shall bear no rule. And so the wicked has to be put out for all this stuff to be accomplished. And that's part of the faith. All right, we're tired of this kingdom, man, but ultimately we're waiting on the Lord. And they're going to get put down. They're making their moves right now, but they're going to get put down. And it talks about them, verse 35, and the work shall follow. So the works that we do shall follow us into the kingdom. And the reward, the Lord will not be of that number. The reward shall be showed, and the good deeds shall be of force, and wicked deeds shall bear no rule. But going back to 2 Esdras 14 and 11, for the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already in half of a 10th part. So, and these parts each are about 1,000 years, right? Approximate. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the exact details of how the Heavenly Father created this and the token that marks the end of that. All right, these are things are approximate. But like it said, 10 parts of it are gone, half a 10th part and half a 10th part. So that means at the time of Yahushua, that was about the 11th part. All right, and then the world fell asleep for about 2,000 years. All right, here we are, like the scriptures say, in the third day. Hosea 6:1, come and let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn and he will heal us. He has smitten and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us. In the third day will he raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. Then shall we know if we follow on to know the Lord. His going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain, as the latter and former rain unto the earth. And that's the times that we're in. All right, after 2 days will he revive us, which we know that the second day happened in 1969, which has been taught to us was technically the year 2000. And then the third day, so after the year 2000 was the third day. And that's what's going on. We shall live in his sight. All right, we're living. Sinews being put. What does it say? Can these bones live again? So these are beautiful times. The Lord raising up his people in the last day and giving them, imparting them with the breath again, right? Giving them understanding. And that will only leave one part left. Going back to 2 Ezra 14, that would only leave one part left. Right, which the Lord breaks that time up however he wants to break that time up, because we went to sleep for a time. It says, now therefore set thine heart in order and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble and now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts and cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to fly from these times. For yet greater evil than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. And that's the time that we're in. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And we're in the time where these evils are at the complete height. All right, we're about to see more bloodshed multiplied in this place. All right, more idolatry, as many people put that digital all in themselves. And then Edom, of course, comes with his military and legislation combos and everything that he's going to do. All right, that's the times that we're in. This is 2 Ezra 14. And the Heavenly Father gave the understanding of what was going to happen in those times. 2 Ezra 15, 2 Ezra 16. Just like after the awakening in Ezekiel 37, comes Ezekiel 38 and 39. All right, that third woe. So we're in those times, man. Don't let these guys fool you who are scoffers, who are lames, who don't know what they're talking about and don't have faith. All right, and I'm going to leave it right there. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, the one, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations, peace, and blessings to all the elect pushing the word across the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Shaman of GMS Chicago. Shalom.